I think video fits into I call it my Las Vegas theory of the news, which is it used to be that if you worked at the Washington Post or the New York Times or USA Today or one of these big newspapers, you were serving people meatloaf, broccoli, potatoes, and a glass of milk for dinner. And if they didn't want that, then they weren't going to eat, because that's what we were serving, right? So now news, I think, is like a buffet in Vegas, which is like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I don't know this from personal experience. I've heard that if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you can get, you want to get Mongolian short ribs? We got it. You want waffles? No problem. You want a pot roast? Can do. It's this a la carte sense of news. And so my attitude is, if I can cook all those different things, it just adds to the chances that somebody's going to pick it. I tell all younger journalists, try and do as many, doesn't mean you have to do all of it, try to do as many things as possible. Do writing online, write in the newspaper, do social media via Twitter and Facebook. Do offline stuff, like I do a trivia night. We do a trivia night in DC. Do as much as you can, because somebody comes along and is like, you know what, like I'm going to grab that thing, or I'm going to grab that thing, and they may not consume any other parts of the fix, but they grab that one thing, and so they got a part of you. Video, I think, is critically important there, especially web video. I mean, it's growing rapidly, and I just think we as a news organization have to be in that business. Now, we're still figuring it out. I had a very notable failure with something called Mouthpiece Theater that was both unfunny and unsuccessful. So it was like a real double whammy there. You don't get that very often.
Can I find that on the web?
You can probably still find it on the web. There's 2 or 3 people who watched it initially, I think, are still carrying the torch. But I think, look, it's like anything in life. Failure helps you figure out what you can do, and so I think that experience taught me that what you can do with video is you can have fun. Katie Couric is going to usually get up in the newscast and like laugh it up, because there's a lot of serious stuff going on in the world, and I wouldn't advise her to do that. But with web video, you can explore. I think people are more willing to accept somebody having more fun. You can drop the curtain. I always think the best thing about modern journalism, Twitter helps with this, Facebook helps with this, TV can help with this. Let people know that you're not just a name on a page or a face. You know what I mean? Like I live and die with Georgetown basketball and Catholic University field hockey because my wife is the coach. Lots of people who follow me on Twitter know that. They may not care, but they know it. Make them feel a part of it. Make them feel like they're in on the joke. Make them feel like they're getting some special insight that they're getting because they're watching it and not everybody gets. The thing that we do with the Fast Fix, and this was Eric Rideholm's idea, at the end of almost every one, we have some kind of aside at the end. And time again, the thing that people who watch it tell me is, I love those dang asides. That's hilarious. Now, I don't write them because Eric's the funny guy. I'm just the guy who reads what's on the teleprompter. But it's that little dessert. You know what I mean? Maybe I may just be hungry. I'm going to a lot of food metaphors. But it's that little dessert at the end that makes people feel like, hey, you know what? I'm kind of in on this. You know what I mean? Like this guy, I kind of get what's going on here. And that's what web video can do. Like Katie Couric at the end of it's not going to be like, hey, I wonder what they served as a second. It's just not going to do like a funny aside. It's just not what TV does. So I think there's room there. But I think you have to look at the marketplace, and this goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning. Look at the marketplace. Figure out what it can hold. Is there a niche that you can fill? Because if it's just web video, and we've tried this too, if it's just web video that looks like TV, people are probably going to watch TV. If it's web video that looks like something you would see on The Onion except unfunny, people are going to watch The Onion because it's funny. So you have to find that medium. We're continually negotiating it and trying to figure it out. I would say broadly in video, but more narrowly in the Fast Fix. Look, some things, it's like on the blog. That's what I like about it. You've got a lot of people who will immediately tell you if they don't like something that you do. Same thing with the Fast Fix. Some of them succeed, some of them don't. Anna and the folks at Yahoo help us analyze what works, what doesn't, what we could do better, what topics succeed. That's the great thing about the web. You have quantitative measures in addition to the qualitative ones. You have quantitative measures that say, this worked, this didn't work, what can we do better, what can we do worse? Hopefully not what we can do worse. And you move forward. And I think you just have to be open to change, open to keep trying things. And that's been my attitude about journalism broadly, but especially web video. failure happens. The only thing that would be negative about, I think, about the failure is to let it define, oh, okay, well, then we're not doing web video anymore because this one thing didn't work. Well, lots of one things don't work. You know, you just have to keep throwing it out there, learn your lessons, and move forward. And I think that's the hard-won lessons are what is why the Fast Fix, I think, has gotten to a place that we're proud of it. I mean, in addition to it being successful, I think Anna, the folks at Yahoo, Eric, Akira, myself, Steve King here at the Post who helps with it, you know, we're proud of the product. And ultimately that, for me, is what matters the most.
Outstanding. Well, congratulations, Chris.
Thank you, sir.
And
thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for
Please.
being on the show.
Happy to.
Let's hear it, folks, for Chris.